What's up guys, Tim Wilson from Tim Wilson UK here, and welcome back to the third major of the season. This is the US Open Championship 2019 from Pebble Beach. Just to run through the settings that I've got for this particular event, I am playing on the pro settings for the controller, for the swing. I am playing on very hard difficulty because I have found that in the past the difficulty of the AI has meant, if it's anything other than very hard, it has meant that it has been a little bit too easy to get the victory in the event. So I've put it on very hard. I'm hoping that I've set it up correctly and they actually do give me a little bit more of a challenge in this event. What else can I tell you? Wind, fairway, green settings, they vary from day to day. So we start off with a north wind, then we go east, southwest for round 2, 3 and 4 respectively. And then we've changed the green firmness, the green speed, the fairway speed for each of the events, and also the cloud settings and those kind of things. We haven't got any rain in these 4 days, but let's get this first round underway and see how we fare. And let's see if we can get up ahead on the leaderboard. I did have a sneaky peek at what some of the guys were already at in the event, and there are some decent scores on the scoreboard. So hopefully the very hard AI has come to the party in this event. So this is the only course that I've managed to shoot 2 hole-in-ones on 2 par 3s. I did it back in the days of Tiger Woods 2019, and if you look through my back catalogue of videos from the Tiger Woods series, I think back playing on the Xbox 360, you will probably find that video where I actually did shoot 2 hole-in-ones on the same round at Pebble Beach. Let's see if we can get this up to the flag. We have got a 7-mile-an-hour wind. That is about 101 yards. I'm gonna push this up to 106 and see if the wind just stalls this and drops it down near the flag. Yeah, spot on. A little bit shorter than I wanted it to, but that's going to be leaving me about 5 or 6 feet. 6 feet. Let's see if we can pop this in for the birdie on the first hole. That'd be nice to start off with a birdie. Greens are fairly slow today. I think I set them at moderate for the first round. Oh no, robbed, absolutely robbed. Alright, 2 feet, that drops for the par. So let's have a look at the leaderboard. So there you can see there is a lot of guys under par. We have Ryan Moore, Aaron Baddeley, Billy Horschel, 3 names I recognise there. Andrew Johnston, beef. Jason Day, recognise that. Pavon from France. So there's a few names on the front page of the leaderboard there. Let's jump into hole number 2 and see if we can catch these guys, because 6 under par is a fairly decent opening round. So it looks like we have the very hard AI has actually decided to turn up in this event. Alright, smack bang in the middle of the fairway. Let's see if this is a par 5 and that is reachable. That is definitely reachable. Hit it nice and straight. Let's see if it goes. Needs to really hit the green first. Okay, it didn't. That's not too bad. That's going to leave me, what, maybe 10-15 feet for the eagle. 14. Tricky one. We're putting across the shadows. Slightly uphill. Get in. Another one that just goes past the edge of the hole, but we should have literally a kick-in birdie, which we have got. That's going to get us under par for the first time today on hole number 2. Tied 68th at the minute. No new names on the leaderboard there. Johnston now gone 7 under. I'm not sure who that is. It might be Luke Johnston. I'm not quite sure, so I do apologise for that. Because I have 300 of the, well, I've actually got the top 300 PGA Tour pros in here, the actual names. So there are people on there that I don't really recognise. Let's see if we can draw this around these trees. I think I still might run out of fairway. Is the slope going to help me here? Not quite enough. I needed just a little more. Just a little more. We've only got 100 yards to the flag. 110 yards. The lie's pretty good. Let's add a little more onto this. The slope and the wind should counteract one another. Should get a little bit of roll here because we were playing from the rough, especially with that very lofted club, and that's going to leave me about 8 feet. Yeah, pretty chuffed with that birdie, especially out of the rough on the second shot on the approach to the green. So we're up to 40th now, and there Johnston is absolutely having it away. Let me just have a quick look at who this chap is. I'm pretty sure, let's see if it's L. Johnston. I'm just googling it. L. Johnston Golf. Liam Johnson, Scottish chap. Alright, so now we know who he is. Par 4, 342 yards, so short. So that means that we are going to be going in with a pitch shot, or a flop shot even, depending on how far we get down the fairway. We have got a slight headwind, so that is going to take some distance off this drive. This has got to be one of my favourite courses. I love Pebble Beach, absolutely love it. Right, we've got a pitch shot here. Wind's blowing into, got a little bit of a slope here. Alright, so we've got 7 feet. Oh, another one that just rolls past the edge. So for a short hole, that is pretty criminal that I've missed that one. Tied 44th. Nobody really jumping up the leaderboard. It seems to be staying fairly static. Drysdale's jumped up to 6 under. Beef's now tied at first on 8 under. So yeah, the score is out there. The score is definitely out there. Par 3. So back in the Tiger Woods days, this was the first par 3 that I actually got a hole in one on. It's a tough hole, there is no denying, especially with that pin location right in the front. It's really, really tough. It's away. It's getting it to hit the green and slow, which is very, very tough. Alright, we're on the fringe, so let's see if we can chip this up and manage to salvage the par from this one. I'll do. Should be able to just tap this one in, and we head on to hole number 6. Let's see if anybody's jumped up to 9 under. Yeah, Beef's gone to 9 under. He's still got 2 holes to play as well, so there's some massive scores out there today. We're at 2 under. We're about to be a third of the way through the round. This is the long par 5 uphill. We are driving down into a valley, which is just down here, and then we've got a long second shot up to the green, all elevated. You can see the difference in elevation there, but it should only be a long iron or a hybrid, as you can see there. 42 feet, so we've got 14 yards extra to add on that, so it's 218 yards. I'm going to leave that where it is and hopefully try and run this up to the flag. Wind should start bringing that round. Yeah, that's okay. That is okay. We got an eagle putt here. We need this at the moment because the guys are way ahead on the leaderboard. It's a tough putt, mind. Turn, 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 turn. Oh, what a putt for eagle. What a putt. Right, we have jumped straight up to 4 under par. Liam Johnson's in the clubhouse now. He's the leader in the clubhouse at 9 under. We've still got 1 to play. We are 5 shots back. Tied 19th. Into the probably the most infamous or famous par 3 on the course. This is this one that is massively downhill. 27 feet downhill. So we need to take 9 yards off that. So it plays about 111. Don't think I nailed enough for the wind. That's okay though, I'll take that. It's going to be about 20 feet. Oh, no, less than that, 11 feet. Beautiful. And that one drops. I'm pretty pleased with that. I have a feeling that the slope is a lot more downhill on that. I remember playing on the Tiger one and it seemed to be very, very much downhill. But that one's only showing 27 feet difference in elevation. Right, so Beef is now finished. He is in the clubhouse at 10 under par, but Pavon is only on a hole number 10 and he is 8 under. So I've got some chasing to do here. Hole number 8. We're on track for 10 under. I've always found this to be one of the toughest holes on the course because you cannot take the driver because it's too big, and then it leaves a pretty much a 200-yard shot into a par 4 green. You can see there, 189 yards. The saving grace we have here is that the wind's blowing in our face right now. 19, so it's playing about 183. I'm going to play 193 to allow for that wind and see if we can get this on the dance floor. It's nice and straight. The wind should start to stall it a little bit now and it should come pretty much straight down. That's okay, that's not too bad. It's on the putting surface. We've got 14 feet for the birdie. Should swing, swing, swing. Oh, not quite enough. Not quite enough. Right, so this is hole number 8. We are heading into the final hole on the front 9. It'd be nice to get to 6 under. Hit the turn at 6 under. Right, so Johnston 9 under. Pavon has dropped a shot by the looks of it because he's back to 7 under. Through 11. There's some really good scores out there. Really good scores. Hole number 9. Fairly straightaway hole this one, but really tough to play at 498 yards into a headwind. We are going to have a fairly long second into this green. It's going to be 200 yards around there. 212. Into a headwind, and that's going to be a tough shot because, mind you, we've got a downhill lie. I can add some extra beans onto it. Let's see if we can get it there. Might come up a little shy, but let's see if we get a good hop. Yeah, we get a nice little hop there, and we are on the putting surface, and we are going to have a, albeit a fairly lengthy one, we are going to have a birdie attempt. Slow greens means I can give it a fairly decent whack and it's not going to go too far past, but that's okay. Alright, so that's the front 9 done. We are 5 under par. We are currently 5 shots off the pace. Let's see if that's still the case. Yeah, still 5 shots off the pace, not quite on the front page of the leaderboard. One more birdie should get us up there, but let's see if we can, let's crack on with the back 9 and get this opening round finished. Hole number 10, 456 yard par 4, playing for 63 today. 7 mile an hour headwind coming off the left. Once more, with that slight headwind, it has taken some distance off of that drive, meaning we are going to have a fairly lengthy shot into this green. Downhill lie, slight headwind. I'm going to leave that exactly as it is, and hopefully we've got enough beans to get there. It's coming round nicely, looking good. It might come up a wee bit short. Yeah, little short, but I will take that. 18 feet, 3 inches uphill. Had a lot more swing on than I thought it was going to, but that's okay. It's going to leave 3 feet for the par. Yet to drop a shot, but that normally puts the absolute kibosh on the round, and I'll end up bogeying the next hole. So let's see if I can hold it together and try and get a bogey-free round. That would be nice on the opening round. I think I'd be happy at 7 or 8 under par. Just 2 shots off the leader, just so they're within reach. I mean, it would be great to be level at 10 under par, but just to still be in the mix, not fall too far behind. I suppose that's where I'd like to be. 117 yards. Throw this up in the air. It should stop fairly quickly. 1 bounce and stop. Yeah, that's okay. That's going to give me a great opportunity to pick up another stroke here. It's moving a lot though. That's a tough putt. Oh, how many of those have I done today? I think I've probably done 3 or 4 of those already. That's okay. Let's tap that in for the birdie. Oh, sorry, for the par, and move on. Hole number 11 done and dusted. Tied 18th at the moment. Par 3, 209 yards. It's probably playing 201. We've got an 8 mile an hour wind. Let's see if we can get this running onto the front of the green. That's going to be too long. Should have dropped that down 1 more club. Probably to the 5 iron. That has run on a lot. This is going to be a tough one. That is downhill, so to get this to stop is going to be pretty tough. I put all the spin that I could on that 9-yard chip shot just to get it to die and not roll all the way down the hill, because that would have been absolutely tragic. Slipping down the leaderboard a little bit. There's not many people. Pavon back to 8 under. Otegi at 7 under with a few holes to play. But those are the only couple of guys on that front page of the leaderboard that have still got holes to play. Alright, par 4. I know we do have another par 5 in the 18th to come. So there is another scoring opportunity there, albeit the 18th is not an easy hole. 138, that's playing 142, and I'm going to drop that down and try and bring this in off the right. The wind should bring it in a little bit, the slope should kick it to the left. Couldn't have played that much better. Could not have played that much better. So we should be able to pick up a birdie here. Should be able to. Till it's in the hole. There we go. So that takes us to 6 under. It's been a long while since I picked up a stroke. I think it's been a good 5 holes maybe. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, there we go. Last birdie was hole number 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pars before our next birdie. Good thing we've got that eagle in there. 14th is a par 5. This is dog leg to the right. It's a tough hole to reach, this one, because the pin is always tucked behind a really, really deep bunker. It's got a really steep face on it. The front face, or the face going up to the green, always makes that shot out of the bunker really tough. So I want to try and avoid going in that bunker if I can. 262, I think I probably... See, there we go. There's that bunker. See what I mean? Makes it really difficult. And with the pin where it is, makes it even harder to get out of that bunker. So I think smart is the play today. I'm going to try and get as much of a decent score in this opening round as possible. That looks good. Should be in the middle of the fairway, yeah. Right, so we should have a pitch shot here. Need to just get this absolutely spot on. Right, so it's playing 63 yards. It's going to be so difficult to get this up there and get it to stop. It's over the bunker, hits the rough. Yeah, it hit the rough. Look at that. It's such a difficult shot, this. It's a really, really tough par 5. I mean, it says stroke index 11, but I think it plays tougher than that. I really do. Has it got the legs? It has got the legs. We have a birdie. We are up to 7 under. That should put us on the first page of the leaderboard. There we are, smack bang in the middle. Quite a few of us on 7 under. Ben Ann is up there as well. Atagi has jumped all the way up, 9 under par. There's 3 at 9 under par now, 1 at 8 under, and then there's a whole raft of us at 7 under. Coming into the last few holes now. This is the 15th. It's a par 4, 388 yards. Bunker in the middle of the fairway, so we need to try and avoid that. We pull it out to the right. The fairway should bring us back round to the left a little bit. There we go. And that's going to leave another pitch, I think. Yeah, another pitch. I'm going to drop this down because we've got wind behind and I'm on a down slope. It's only 70 yards. Need that to bite. Just skirts past the flag. Just another one that's going to skirt past the hole. No, it isn't. It drops. We are now at 7 under par. 8 under par, sorry. 8 under par, 2 off the lead. This is where I'd like to be. As I say, we've got another par 5 in the 18th to come. So there is a good opportunity for me to pick up another birdie there. Just going to make sure we keep this in the fairway. It was always a difficult one in Tiger Woods because you always ended up in the left behind that tree, or you ran out of fairway with the wind behind and you pushed the drive too long. But that looks okay. We've got 90 yards. We've got about 88 yards here. Wind behind. I'm going to really loft this lob wedge. I think it's going to still be too long, but I really want it to stop quickly, which it has done. I knew it was still going to be too long because we had the wind behind, but let's see if we can convert this one and pick up another birdie. Looks good. Alright, we are 1 behind the leader now with 2 holes to play. 2 guys at 10 under par. So this was the second par 3 that I managed to get the hole in 1 to get 2 in a round. It'd be nice to get 1 today, and that would put us straight into the lead because we'd leapfrog those guys. But another tough par 3 here. Pin tucked right there. It's a really narrow green. It's a really, really tough green to hit. There's not a lot of room for error here. Looks good though. I'll take that. It's going to be on the putting surface. I will take that. I think I'm going to have a downhill putt, mind. Yeah, hugely downhill. That's always the problem if you go too long on this hole. Should start to swing. Should carry on swinging. Carry on swinging. Carry on. That's all right. That's going to leave me about 2 or 3 feet. 1 foot actually. That was closer than I thought. Let's tap that in. And now we have the par 5 18th to try and draw level with these guys at the top of the leaderboard. 517 yards. So always a good idea to aim for the tree. The wind should pull it to the left of the tree, which it is going to do. It's going to carry it as well. That's a huge drive. Right, we've got 217 yards. Got to be careful. We've got a lot of green to play with here. We could take the lead if we can get an eagle here. 217 yards. I'm going to loft it up a little. I'm going to see if I can get this close. Oh no, no. I need a kick to the left. Yes, got the kick to the left. But that has come up way short. That's going to be a tricky eagle putt there. Good thing is it's uphill. Got to swing from right to left, 40 feet, a long way. Fairly slow green, so we're going to have to give this some welly. Ooh. That was just about pace. I think the line was absolutely spot on for that putt. We are going to pick up a birdie. It's going to take us level at the top of the leaderboard. That is going to be 10 under par, 3 of us tied at the top of the leaderboard. Andrew Johnston, Pavon from France, and then there's 2 guys on 9 under and 4 on 8 under, so it's really close. Really enjoyed that opening round. I'm glad that the AI has eventually come to the party and we're starting to have at least some more competitive rounds. I've just noticed Phil Mickelson's popped up on the leaderboard there as well, so that's great. Guys, if you enjoyed this first round of the US Open 2019, hit that like button, leave some comments in the box below, and if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, please do so. But until next time guys, see you tomorrow on Friday for the second round of the US Open. But until then, take care, see you soon, bye bye now.